So, if you're a single parent planning or trying to come to Portugal alongside with your kids, for example, a man coming along with his children or a woman coming along with her children, then this video is for you. Then, if you are a single person, like you're just coming all alone, all by yourself without any attachment, then this video is for you. It will really keep you informed. It will give you the insight or the reality of what you are going to meet in Portugal when you come in. So watch this video to the end and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you have not subscribed. And for those who are just coming across my video for the first time, I'm Doris, or simply call me bayoandobi. I make videos about studies and also migration and every other thing in between. If this is the kind of content that you've been searching for, then search no more, because in this channel you will get the real detail. You will be informed and be educated. Thank you so much. So guys, I had to come to a table here with my pen so that we can do the analysis together. Yes, and this part I'll be showing the calculation, but down here I will be writing and be doing the calculations. Okay, so the minimum wage in Portugal as of today, which is it 26th or what? Okay, today Monday is 760. So let me show you the typical pay slip of a company. Okay, you can see it here. So you can see that you can see it clearly. The minimum wage there is 760. So one thing here in Portugal is there is dignity in labor. So whether you are a cleaner, you got a job in the factory, you got a job as a customer care representative, okay, the minimum wage is 760. So for a student who, for example, came into Portugal and maybe you couldn't get a customer care representative and you just want to do something, you want to work, and fortunately you got a job in a factory. Okay, that's why I'm using this. I had to get this pay slip from someone so that I can use. Okay, so your minimum wage is what? 760. And from this pay slip we have seen that the feeding fee, because when you're working the pay lunch, like you have some amount that they give for you as your lunch. So for this kind of pay, for this kind of company, you have 3.5. So let's multiply 3.5 times 30 days. And you should know, for a student, the probability that you're going to miss work is 1. You're going to miss work, definitely. But for example, let's say someone who the classes are in the evening. Okay, so you're definitely going to complete your duties and your close, and you quickly go for your classes. So your job days is complete. So let's say 3.5 times 30 days, we have 105. So 105 plus 760, we have 865. Social Security would remove some amount. Okay, for this person, the Social Security deduct is 80 point, let's say approximately 90. Okay, so the Social Security would remove, and maybe at the end you're going back home, your take home will now be 700, and let's say 780. Okay, assuming. Okay, as a single parent, you're going to take an accommodation. Okay, you have your 2 kids, you're going to take an accommodation. Let's say you're taking an accommodation of a 1 bedroom. you have two kids, but let's say you have one, but now you have, I'm assuming that the single parent brought two kids. So under the 780, or one bedroom, for example, let's say it is what, 500 euros. I'm talking about reality. Reality, let's say 500. So 780 minus 500, you are now left with what? 380. From there, you're going to remove the feeding money. Okay, you're going to remove the feeding money for yourself and the, let's say, the two kids. Let's assume you're going to spend, an assumption roughly, you're going to spend 300 per month, because the reality is, before now, food used to be very cheap. Like, food stuff used to be cheap, but now, after COVID-19, everything, it has really changed. Food are now expensive. Like, if you also compare it with other Europe countries, I think it's still minimal, but the reality is you're going to spend 300 and you are left with 80 euros. Guys, you're going to pay bills. You're going to pay bills. Okay, let's say your bills, internet, for example. In our home, we use Vodafone, and I think at the end of the month we are paying like 35 euros. When you remove 80 from 35, you have 5, you have 55 euros. You have 55 euros, you're going to take transportation to your, maybe to your workplace if you're working in a company, but if it's a remote job, then you are in a better place. And an advice, you can see when you are removing you're having 55 euro left. In that 55 euro, for example, you're doing a bus ticket for you because you are a student, there is a discount. So let's say you're going to pay 22 euros. You have 33 euros left with you. Guys, I've not talked about the electricity. I've not talked about the water. I've not talked about the money that you have not even mentioned here. So you can see miscellaneous. Okay. So all these, your kids, they're going to join some clubs. They are going to join some activities. Aside from that, you can see that it's really, really, like, it's not even enough. But let's take, for example, the single person, the single parent that you are with your spouse. It will really help you. It will go a long way in helping you to save money and to have enough money to take care of that family of four. Because if you have your wife, your husband, and the two children, so the money of your spouse is enough for you guys to save. And this is just the reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be easy. And for a single parent, it's not gonna be easy for you too, because your kids needs attention. The government expects that you should be responsible for your child. You should be able to take care of your child. For example, your child must go to school early. Early, you should. It means you're going to miss work. For example, my sons, they resume 8:45, and my job starts by 8 o'clock. Can you see can you see the time I'm going to miss? So if I'm dropping them at that time, by the time I will get to my own working place, it's already late. And they don't joke with children. You have to take care of your kids. You have to be responsible for that. If not, the otherwise is they are going to collect the kids from you. They will feel you are not responsible enough to take care of your child. So as a single parent, if you're coming to Portugal, you have to think twice. So Bayobi, what is your advice? My advice would be, I know it's not easy. I'm a mother, right? I know it's not easy to drop your children for someone, but if you can drop them with, if you're a mother, if you can drop your children with your mother, they are in a safe hands, and you come down and make way for them, and for your husband and your children, make way for them, so that, or better still, if they are grown, like up to 12 years, then I would say it's fine that, okay, my friend, you can, that is still okay. But if they are young, my dear, it's not going to be easy. I'm telling you the fact. The fact is, you're going to be you're going to be depressed, because you can't leave your child for someone. Nobody here will take care of them. If not, even if you're dropping them in the school, you are going to pay for that. And the minimum wage is not even enough, not to talk more of you paying more expenses. So my advice is, if you can get someone who can help you take care of your children, there in where you're coming from, whether from Nigeria, India, or Pakistan, get someone to help you take care of your child for the meantime, and your husband, and before you start coming. So the advice is either you come with your spouse, or you ensure that your child is already matured enough so that he can stay at home or come back by herself from school and other things. If not, it is not advisable that you come along with your babies. Okay, I'm sure this video would help one person or two persons out there, and if it has, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this page, share this channel, share me out, and also give a thumbs up to this video. Thank you so much, and bye. Ciao.